This should be the offlane Medusa, which just doesn't care. You know, all that extra damage from max HP on the lifestealer. Medusa's got none of that. So strike heavy center, the ice blast, the clockwork.
Well, that is just an immediate first blood here, though. Well, we say that. Doesn't have level 2, just gets caught in the sprout and dies.
In that bottom lane, although Zibe should be fine on the Medusa, Medusa's also not the greatest at shutting down a lifestealer, so Yamsen farming pretty well for now. Rotation up here to punish another aggressive play, and Bignum.
That's 2 deaths.
Should be 2 deaths, yep.
That's a really big problem. He's going to have to slow walk all the way back to the lane. Fade will get some solo XP, which is Ancient Apparition, and now he just can't. Too far on the dive there. Gonna lose a courier bottom lane and now Speed, maybe in some trouble as well as Desire came back through that twin gate. Gets trapped inside the cogs. Gonna try and break him out there, but pushed back into the Gorgon's grasp, and Speed looks like he might be dead here. Desire will trade though, so Yamsen happy to find that kill. Yeah, they'll place a second ward over the dual camp. Puck is level 6, but Mobe doing a lot of damage. I mean, do they have the coil with the extra damage? It will snap. The orb comes through as well, but RCY nearly dies. Bignum, do they get the trade? He gets the double kill thanks to the flare. But also RCY doing really well on CS. He's going to come bottom, look for the Medusa. The Golem comes out immediately from Speed thanks to that Grimoire. And RCY will grab the kill for himself, head back towards mid. Slowing down that Meteor Hammer is a massive deal. Like early items first. So we're not seeing the Meteor Hammer quite yet. It will be soon, but topside Fade, gonna get caught from the epicenter, the blink, everything being thrown out. He's gonna get some Nasal Goose back the other way before he dies. The Golem comes out from Speed. RCY coming in on the puck. Coil kind of comes out as well. He needs to be able to get this guy, and he does. Now Yamsen trying to close the gap here. Look for Smiling Knight. Gonna get the TP out, so he will be okay. No pounce in time. A 1-for-1 trade.
Medusa's Meteor Hammer is available now.
Like
you said, a little slower for the double null, but it does. The null talismans are so value on her.
Desire is dead. 5 Nasal Goose stacks. That's like negative 15 armor or something. So quick pick up there for Yamsen. This is where Lifestealer is gonna start having a real fun game.
50-minute Radiance is very strong.
Yeah. Fade topside. We saw what happened last time they went for this, but now you've got a lot more lockdown. The Atos plus the Meteor Hammer easily punished.
6 stacks, and it just got melted.
Look at their lanes, though. During all of this, it took them so long. And RCY, he actually finds the Sand King up here, has the coil, will drop it, forced to snap it. Another orb. This is just a solo kill from the puck. He is styling out on this game.
It didn't feel as difficult to deal with as we often see from offlane Medusas.
Oh, Ice Blast, everything comes out. They're looking for Fade, you're right. Bignum trying to get Fly, but Mobe's in so deep. It was all scouted out by the Slark to start. The Infest will give Fade plenty of health to play around, and now the chase continues. Desire. Nice cogs. Great Gorgon's Grasp, but who do you turn on? It might be the Medusa. The body blocks. RCY is going to make quick work of the Ancient Apparition. They'll get themselves 2 kills and a tower. The Golem already getting to work on this. Well, they will pop the fortifications. Never mind, the tower. So Yamsen, his first death of the game, and a pretty costly one. RCY is going to go in, try and find himself a kill here. Does have the coil, will catch the Sand King with it. Gets himself his first pickoff, but will need the Yules here to buy himself a little bit of time. Does have the orb. A nice Depth Shroud. Really well done. And with RCY's Amplify damage, you might need to leave. Fade's coming in as well. Bignum has the pounce. Smiling Knight's in a pretty rough spot here. Medusa doing some work. The Orchid will catch. Trying to finish off this Smiling Knight. He doesn't die. He's at 30 HP, but there it is. RCY gets the kill, gets the silence, jaunts away with the orb, and he will TP to safety. So Look for something. Fade walking up onto the high ground. Does see the Ancient Apparition. Hairball is out. There's the Glimmer Cape. Do they have detection? Ice Blast connects. RCY in again onto the back line. Nature's Prophet will show. Coil dropped on him immediately. I hear an Epicenter, but where he doesn't get to hit any. No, I didn't. What was that?
He hasn't finished it. He didn't finish
oh,
channeling.
there it is. He's in, and now Yamsun just pops his rage, absorbing so much of it. Another Eul's will buy him some time on the puck. An orb back through. Speed just sitting on the other side, farming Ancients with his Golem. Doesn't even seem to care. Zibe is going to be forced to pop the Stone Gaze and run, but a 3-for-0, a super clean wild card, yet they lost 0 heroes. A lot of this is the difference in the itemizations. You have so much damage reduction on the side of Wildcard. The pipe is doing a ton of work, and Glimmer Capes, Eul Scepters, everything, being able to keep these heroes alive, and well, they find themselves the Sand King, Mobe, unable to get away. And the
I am now doubting myself, so I'm unsure. But they do see Desire. They're thinking about going in. RCY actually just blinks in, finds an even better target in Smiling Knight. The rest of the team is not as far ahead as RCY is, though.
Yamsun coming through as well. They do get a nice coil, but Yamsun, he needs to find an infest target, and soon he's going to die. That's just the Aegis down. Desire slowed to a crawl inside the base. The goo is stacking up. Mobe with a big Epicenter as well. They take down the Bristle. But now you got to get away from the rest of these heroes, and the minus armor seemingly too much as the puck will clean up another. A pounce through the gate, give him an infest target. Big Num, there it is, lets him in, and now it's Lifestealer's turn. They're going to try and get on top of Smiling Knight. Hurricane Pikes away. Zibe left alone here. Does have the benefit of camp being slowed, but gets leashed up instead. Your base, it belongs to Wildcard.
That's really funny.
And with this, puck pops a haste. He's found him. Smiling Knight in some trouble. Has the coil, of course, and now with Fade showing up as well, there's no real way out of this one. Big Num has Pounce. Yeah, okay. 2 massive kills for Wildcard.
You see them
See
bottom, and you almost always know Nature's on the opposite half of the map.
Oh no, there's the Disperser, open wounds, the chase begins. Can Smiling Knight get away? The Golem comes out, putting a stop to that TP. Offensive infest, Smiling Knight is dead. Yamsun claims the kill as the team is already pushed out mid, and they're looking to swing across the map for more, and it's going to be Fly found by RCY. A very easy solo kill. Did he drop the coil as well? He do. Let RCY take the whole team down. Both supports in trouble, trying to hide in the trees here. The Parasma connects, and that is going to be 2. Nice pickoffs here. Glimmer Cape buying him a little bit of space. Orchid comes out, but they just can't. They're so afraid to go on this puck. He's too damn tanky, and instead he's now looking for Mobe on the Sand King, just taking him down one by one. He's got a gem. You can't get away. Tries to survive back to the fountain. He has to BKB even. Is that going to be enough? It will. RCY single-handedly pushing Avulus into their heroes. They really want to find them. They do see Fly in mid. Speed gonna get scouted out here from Mobe. Smiling Knight comes in as well. They want to just bring down the Warlock. He gets the Golem up. The pipe buys him a second, but Zibe's actually lost so much of his mana already. Where's the puck, baby? He's looking for an opening. Goes and gets caught from the Hex. Ice Blast is gonna connect, so he needs a little bit of help here. Smiling Knight is doing a lot of work. The Depth Shroud bailing out RCY. A great Burrow Strike. RCY, is this gonna be his first death? No. Orbs on by. Yamsun just doing so much work now. The leash catching Mobe. He's gonna get chewed through as Zibe infested up. Comes right out, just 3 taps him. 5 heroes dead, a full team wipe by Wildcard, even a dieback on your Ancient Apparition. These guys are too far ahead.
Here's the Medusa buyback. We did see a 3v5 comeback earlier.
I mean, they're just gonna ignore him. What can he do? They have no fort, you know? Like the Sand King buying back into the game. They're like, he's just gonna silence him up, prevents him from having a blink, hits him with that Parasma. The dot will stay there, and with that, Yamsun pops the rage, finishes the game, and it's gonna go to Wildcard. I like Timber mid, but I also don't feel like Wildcard is lacking in damage that they can kill the Timber Saw.
steps in.
Oh, dude, there's no way. It was literally Smiling Knight that died first last time. And Dawnbreaker is going to swing on through. First blood goes to Big Num. Fade is just going to die to the tower. Okay, that's an interesting one. No one...
A little annoying, but not that big of a deal. Unless you die for it, then it is kind of a big deal.
Top lane, a little bit of a trade here. Desire getting low. Good old foul play, buying him a moment. And it's going to actually result in Yamsun dying. So... you get the trade, but Zibe gets solo XP for this. You know, a bottom lane Fly, he gets the Invis rune. And Timbersaw, well, he is almost to the top side, and in comes Timbersaw. The Chakram should make quick work. The Yamsun, he gets the jump away from now. Dagger out for the moment, but he just chops him down. And Big Num, well, again, trying to show up here with this power.
Maybe you can make it to mid for this, because we got a lot of heroes over here.
Avalanche, toss, Dawnbreaker as well coming through, but they have the damage to finish the job they do. Smiling Knight TP's in, immediately gets a D ward, but now RCY caught from the X, the boat, the pullback. They're going to get themselves 2 kills in return. Both of them going the way of Desire. Yeah, but green lights are just run away. Bringing some extra heroes into the mid lane. They can drop the golem if they want, right? Avalanche out from RCY. The toss in pretty deep. There's the golem as well. Power shot off the mark, actually. Mobe surviving for now, and RCY just gets popped. I mean, that power shot missed, didn't it? I don't think that hit. Right? Like, full shackle into freezing field. You're not getting out of that one. So, really deep wraparound. And it looks like they might just go for the dive here onto Fade. They do. There's the shackle. Speed. He's here to try and help. Dawnbreaker will just ult right on the head of Fly. Takes him down. Desire does get the TP out just barely.
Tiny versus the Timbersaw. The bottom of the net worth for the cores.
This is a really nice kill top. Yamsun caught alone, but Dawnbreaker coming in to try and save him. Freezing Field is out. Fly will get the kill, sacrifices himself, but RCY, a huge Avatos onto 2, and the power shot will execute the Nature's Prophet. Celestial Hammer with the chase, a shackle comes out, a 3-for-1. The response from Wildcard, I don't even know how where they all came from. Yeah, these supports don't bring a lot of damage to Tormentor, so I think you would... Oh. Kind of prefer that you wait for the Phantom Assassin. RCY, he's still here, going to cancel those shackles. Desire, he does get the golem off at the beginning here, so that's a decent start, at least from the Warlock. Both teams looking to try and look for more, but the rest of Wildcard's coming. Mobe, you can't really afford to die here on the Timbersaw, and they've got a lot of damage. The X, though, will keep the Tiny at bay.
Right,
a little bit afraid.
Allow the Shadow Shaman to walk in, kill speed. Like you said, not before
what a
the ult
find.
came out.
RCY with a real nice grab there, but Avalanche being held to cancel the freezing field, but RCY's now in really deep. He's dead. Fade does not have the damage himself either. He has to bail.
X marking 1.
Slowed up too much by the Warlock. Mobe's low. If they get a... Well, hold on. They're going to try and make an initiation here onto the Phantom Assassin, but again, Fade comes in to bail him out with that ult, and, well, they're kind of grouping up here. Another potential big opening for Yamsun to get back into this fight. The Blade Mail returning some damage. Power shots slinging through, but Fade needs to get out of here. X'd up, pulled back, brought down. Wildcard. Bold with his positioning. He's starting to get surrounded by 3 heroes. There's going to be the Hex, the wards, everything being dropped on the Tiny's head. Now, Dawnbreaker could assist, but I think they're giving this one up. They know. That one's over. It actually makes killing Tormentor really difficult. Fade, however, in some trouble. Gets the Blade Mouth. What a shackle, though, from Big Num. Will stop any of this sort of chase, but Fade now starting to fall low. Speed with a big golem on the backside. In comes the damage, though. You've got to be able to bail out this Dawnbreaker, and they can't. Just held down forever. Fatal Bond's doing some work. In comes the Phantom Assassin. Buyback, though, on the Dawnbreaker. They want to try and bring down Mobe. He's trying to Timber Chain to safety, but RCR the toss executed by the power shot. Fade looking for more. Almost immediately drops you back and then gives you that healing aura and damage just around your hero. So you could do more damage instead of just being like kind of a nuisance. Big avalanche toss, Gale Force as well. Fatal Bonds is there, but Big Num, oh, he got an Ags on Mobe, dispelled by the Yules. What a shackle as well. In comes Yamsun on the Phantom Assassin. They're trying to bring down this tanky Timbersaw, and they got him. Take down Fly as well. He just burned to the Fatal Bonds. BKB out now from from Yamsun as they chase for Zibe. Smiling Knight tries to TP out, gets caught from the Yules again. It's just 4 dead. Wildcard just picked them apart on the high ground, ready to go.
Which I like a lot because these supports do add a lot of damage, so he can do less damage himself and just set things up like onto Zibe here.
Yeah, he's gonna try and run away here. Avalanche toss, the boat is there. He's got the Yules to remove all those barriers he just got. But we'll see if he can actually survive this one with Yamsun coming through as well. That rum buff's expiring. RCR, the great Avatos, delivers Fly to the chopping block. They actually do manage to take down Fade on the other side of the map, but Yamsun gets himself the double kill.
So that's pretty good.
Ooh. Do you see him? He does. All right, Desire getting pushed around here thanks to the Gale Force. RCY comes in. The toss. They're trying to just bait the shackle onto one of them. There it is. And with that, Yules to cancel. And yeah, Desire, he's going to die here eventually.
If he gets a courier, sometimes you'll die for it like he did just now. But other times you'll get out alive and it'll be space made. So,
instant cancel on the TP. Really good play there from Fade. Actually just barely scouted Fly. As well as the banner will go down. So big timing here. 5-minute window to see if they can actually find themselves the first lane of barracks. Ooh, Desire does get found by the Phantom, or by the Wind Ranger, but in comes Dawnbreaker. We'll put a stop to that, and Desire, I mean, they almost got him. Big Num was so close to dying, but they do at least get the Dawnbreaker ult out of it. Bottom lane, RCY in trouble. No Dawnbreaker to come here, but a really nice Yules dodge and a 4-staff. Now we're seeing RCY
intercept them at the Twin Gate. Does he have a basher? He does. Could he interrupt this?
Okay, gets the bash, the avalanche, the toss. He's gonna BKB, pop the Aghanim Scepter, and try to get away. The Bashals will continue through, gets the Timber Chain, but the Golem to cancel the TP. Even Fade joining the fray. Reveal is ended. Let's see if they can find anything. Tiny smoked up himself in the mid lane, just barely dodges this one out, so they will not know. Speed, however, will be the one that breaks it. They see Big Num, he gets the blink. Speed with the Glimmer Cape up on the high ground. Desire goes in, gets the Hex. They do manage to find one opening, but Yamsun, as well as Fade, will continue the chase. Warlock is dead, but so is your Shadow Shaman, and they're looking for some bigger kills. It's going to be Zibe here on this Kunkka, being tossed around, but Yamsun in some trouble, jumps to the high ground, gets the Abyssal, Fades on top of the Nature's Prophet as well. Nullifier just bashed to death. 90 seconds sideline as they're looking for Mobe, trying to keep RCY alive. The Ogre Seal Totem gets him out of danger. Now Mobe still has this BKB, but there are bashes. He's going to catch it. Zibe comes in with a Scythe to try and bail out his ally. It might be enough, but no, Yamsun's done. 3 dead. Make it 4 as Fly's going to join him.
Wait for big ults to come out again. That last fight leading up to this. Oh, wait, hold that thought. Timber trying to finish off RCY.
He's got a BKB. The Nullifier's out. In comes Fade as well. Even managing to catch the Shadow Shaman. That's going to be 2 dead without buybacks in this game.
That's the end of the game
Looking
now.
Over as the toss in from RCY, adding insult to injury. A team wipe.
There's really not much to do here. They'll try to delay this a little. Okay, Timber apparently had just like few gold off of buyback, so he's in. Are we going to see another 3v5 hold?
Timber's in with a BKB, looking for speed, but he gets the 4-staff to safety for now. The bash is there, trying their best. The BKB now out from Yamsun, and they just turn it around. Timbersaw is dead, dying back into this game. Yules will cast the Nature's Prophet, trying to stay on top of Smiling Knight. They're just going to pull him back in with the Gale Force. He gets the kill onto the Wind Ranger, but the question is, can he kill the Phantom Assassin? But Fade comes in once again with the Solar Guardian, help bailing them out. Another Starbreaker just continues continuing to lock these guys down, and the execute comes through from Bignum. GG is there, and that is it. Wildcard skyrocketing to the top of this group at 5-1 to join their NA brethren of Shopify.